There have been a lot of announcements at Universal Orlando regarding 2 seasonal events, as well as some current attractions, and we also have some rumors too. This is episode 476 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for today. I feel like I've been gone forever, but I'm back. And with me, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I spoke to Michelle yesterday for the first time in 4 weeks.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
I know. I've been busy doing stuff. Okay, and I have Tracy. Hello, everyone. Who is just as busy as I am, so she doesn't get on to me. No. And Chris.
Hey.
Who I have talked to him recently, so, he's not a stranger right now.
What am I missing out on there?
No,
Secret
he was
conversations about
you.
you.
On Rush of Fear.
Oh, he was, you're right.
What?
Stellar
and
episode.
Awesome, might I add.
Yes, it was amazing.
That was a fun episode.
It really was.
It was. And Chris, I don't know if I've ever heard you talk so much ever in my existence of knowing you.
I
Not
agree.
that it was a bad thing, but I was like, wow, this is awesome.
It's horror nights. It's like part of my life.
I was like, Chris never talks that much on the normal show. Why?
I know. I was like, whoa, who is this guy?
I'll be
know
dead silent
why.
today. Don't worry.
No one can ever get a word in edgeways with Lee.
I mean, that could be it, to be fair.
Yeah,
I mean, that
that's
could
fair.
be it. Yeah, okay.
That's fair. All right. Well, let's start out this news episode with a little things from Seth Kabursky.
Hi, this is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guides, and I am back with a bite-sized edition of all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. The biggest thing that was new this week for me was that I finally completed and sent off to the printers the 2022 edition of the Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando. That
Shameless
will be in store shelves before the end of the year. But of course, every time I finish a book, Universal has to change something to make it outdated before it's already out. And this week, the big news was that Shrek 4D and Revenge of the Mummy will both be closing in January of 2022. Now, fans of the Mummy, don't worry, the ride will return. It's rumored to receive an entirely new track, which will hopefully help make the ride much smoother for years to come. However, Shrek 4D is permanently closing, and no replacement has been officially announced yet. However, the latest rumor gaining steam is that it will become a walkthrough attraction themed to Villains Con from the Minions movies. The other big announcements we received recently is that Mardi Gras will return to Universal Orlando from February 5th through April 24th, and that Grinchmas is coming back and will include the Grinchmas stage show, which we're hearing will be performed in the old Blue Man Group Stadium, which should hopefully make the seating and viewing experience much more pleasant than it was in the old soundstage. Now that we've got all that out of the way, I've got a few little tidbits for you. In City Walk, construction walls have been put up around the Quiet Flight Surf Shop. There's still a way to get into the store, so it is still open. However, the surfboard photo op out front has been blocked off for a few days. No word yet on exactly what that will look like when the walls come back down. Also in City Walk, Screamscape has been reporting rumors that 2 of the clubs in City Walk might change out soon. Red Coconut Club and The Groove are both rumored for replacement, with a Universal Movie Escape Room and a Saturday Night Live Comedy Club high on the list of potential replacements.
What?
City Walk still has not resumed selling party passes or charging cover charges for the clubs that are open, so it's quite possible a major change could be on the way in the future. In other construction news, the Universal Shuttle Bus drop-off loop on the lowest level of the parking garage is currently being reconfigured, and at the moment it's a bit of a mess. If you need to take a shuttle bus to and from one of the Lowe's on-site resort hotels, keep your eyes open and look for signage directing you to the temporary pickup points. I want to give a shout out to John Self from Touring Plans for giving me a heads up on this next bit. It looks like there have been some slight adjustments to the prices on refillable souvenir cups from the resort hotels. It looks like they've done a bit of rounding at the Aventura Hotel. Previously, they charged $9.99 for 1 day or $15.99 for 3 days. Those prices have been bumped up by a penny each to $10 and $16 even. However, the price of a length of stay cup has dropped from $18.99 down to $18 even. Prices may be about $1 less if you are staying over at Endless Summer. And finally, I'd received reports recently that the single rider line was no longer in use at Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket over in Universal Studios, Florida. I reached out to Universal, and that queue is only unavailable temporarily. It has not been permanently removed from the attraction, and it opens and closes at the discretion of the ride operators depending on capacity and staffing needs. But keep in mind that the single rider line at Rip Ride Rocket, even when it is open, is one of the least efficient ones at the resort because it uses 2x2 seating, much like Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Single rider lines are most efficient on attractions that have 4 across seating. Okay, that'll do it for this time. I'm Seth Kaburski, author of The Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando. I'll be back in another couple weeks, but until then, you can find me on Twitter at the UG Series or on Instagram at The Unofficial Guides. And until then, I'm keeping an eye on all those little things at Universal Orlando for you.
So I have to say, those are definitely not little things.
No.
A lot of things in there.
Those are big things.
Yeah, I've listened. That's not
That's
the
what she
first
said.
time I've listened to this, Christopher.
Sorry.
And there's a few things I noticed that time that I didn't know the first time. So, Michelle, you're probably more likely to notice. That $18 length of stay cup, is that $18 a day or $18 for the length of... So if you're there for a week, it costs you $18?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know because I never get those. I get the ones that are for use in the parks.
Yes, it is. I can answer that.
So it's
Okay.
$18 if you're staying a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever.
Yep.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, there was no, when we go there, I mean, I haven't done a length of stay,
There's
but
not a cap on it?
I didn't see anything on there that said a certain amount.
Okay.
That's a
I
hell
wonder,
of
Like
a
but
deal.
how do they
3-day
know?
last time.
How do they know what your length of stay is? Like, could you,
Must be
how do
RFID,
they shut it off?
is it? There'll be RFID, won't they, Chris?
Yeah, but she's saying, how do you link it to your stay? That's a good question.
like, I could only be there for
Maybe
No,
you found
10
a loophole,
10
and I'm going to buy that next
10
time.
nights, and I can be like, hey, I'm going to be here for 4 weeks and do it on 2 different trips.
I mean, you could do.
There has to be some type of a limit.
Yeah, there's probably something there, but they don't tell you because, like I said, if you go look at the little billboards that tell you the pricing, I didn't see any little exclamation or what is it? Asterisk. Asterisk. That
I shall ask. I will be there next week. I will ask.
yeah.
Interesting.
I will report back.
So, okay, are they only available to use in the hotels, or can you take them into
Correct.
the parks?
You can take them, but they won't work on the freestyle machines
Okay.
inside the parks.
Right, that's not a good deal then. Well,
I mean, it is a good deal. So I'll give you an example. The way we did it for Horror Nights is we stayed on property. Now, we didn't go to the parks at all during the daytime because we don't want to waste all that energy. So we hung out at the hotel the entire day at the pool and bought the cup and used it all day, and then went to Horror Nights and used that cup
fair enough.
separately.
Yep.
So it could work if you needed to.
Yeah.
If,
yeah.
in certain circumstances, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The clubs
So
going,
the clubs-
yeah, they're not a big deal, are they? I mean, how many people go to those clubs now anyway?
I'm too old for
No,
that now.
I love Rising Star.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've
no,
gone
they're
there several times, and
they're not-
that's a good time.
touching either of the ones that everybody likes, right? So like Bob Marley's is awesome.
Yeah, it'll be
Rising
Red
Star
Coconut
is phenomenal.
Club
Yeah.
and whatever the other one is. I don't even...
The
is it?
Groove.
Yeah.
The Groove is weird.
I've heard that before.
I've been there before plenty of times. And the Red Coconut, I feel like they've tried to retheme that into different things over time. There used to be like bands that would play on the stage. Then it became like a salsa nightclub, and it's just changed over time. But they're never really packed. Even before COVID, I've never really seen them slammed, at least as much as the other two have been. So
Hey, I'm all about a Universal movie themed escape room.
Well, just to be fair, the both of them, we've complained. Tracy and I have had conversations before about City. Like, I love City Walk, and the more excuses it gives me to hang out there of different things to do. So you've got the movie theatre, you've got the mini golf, and then the rest of it's just restaurants and shops. You give me something else, like an escape room or a comedy club. Hell yeah, I'm going to spend a ton of time in City Walk.
Yeah, for sure. Comedy club, yes.
The comedy club, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love escape rooms, though. Like, I get all into that.
I tell you
Love
what,
them. So
if that comedy club, Tracy's go with me, if that comedy club ends up becoming reality, if Ross Padgett doesn't have...
Oh, man, yes.
If he doesn't have a residency on that stage, I'm
there's
not
a problem.
going.
Yeah.
Because he is awesome.
Yes. Very funny.
Are you guys aware of Ross Padgett at all?
No.
He is a former character actor at Universal.
One of our
he
favourites.
He was the usher that we had the interaction with Jade in Icon Alley. He was also Shaggy for a long time as well, but he does stand-up comedy. I will send you some links to the YouTube videos that him and his little comedy crew do. They are hilarious.
Weird.
Okay.
Hilarious. They did a coronavirus one last year.
So
it's like
funny.
the neighborhood, but everyone who lives in the neighborhood is a different disease. It's brilliant.
He's very clever.
It's brilliant.
yeah, I would
Send
be
it
all
on
about
over.
a comedy club for sure.
But
So
like
cool.
you look, Disney Springs had the VR thing and stuff like that, and you need a bit of diversity that City Walk doesn't have, and those two things would give it in spades. I think it'd be amazing.
Absolutely.
Especially with
Because,
how
I mean,
popular
everything
they
up
are
there is
now.
just clubs, right? Just
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And not all
put
of us
some
want to do
comedy.
that.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I mean, City Walk isn't. I don't see it much as a night spot like that anymore now. Anyway, especially
do
since
think that-
COVID.
I was going to say, I do think that COVID's killed that off to a degree.
Definitely.
No, not anymore. I was just when I was just
Florida,
there for
isn't it?
opening. Yeah, I was just there for opening weekend and did Rising Star, and it was just like a normal day in paradise.
Yeah, I think that's a different. That's got a bit of shtick to it. Rising Star, though, hasn't it? It's different from just a club.
Yeah, but I mean, COVID did not affect attendance by any means.
No,
That's what you were
I think
saying.
we're saying more of like people going clubbing. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
what I
not
mean.
as big a thing. I think
Oh, okay.
people have sort
Yeah.
of left off going out to clubs and stuff as much since
Yeah.
then. It's like it's not. I don't even think the clubs are open over here yet, are they?
I have no idea. I don't do it, so.
I think they're just about opening now, where you're going to have.
But I do like the idea after a busy day in the park. So when you're not quite ready to go and sit in your hotel for however many hours before you go to sleep, and you want something to do, but you don't have the energy to go and do something, like clubbing or anything like that. A comedy club's a
it'd
really
be awesome.
great option.
There's some great.
Yeah.
There's some great
'Cause you just
stand-ups
sit
in.
and watch.
Yeah, there's some great stand-ups in Orlando as well. So, yeah, I think
Yes.
it would be awesome. And it's
Yeah.
been rumoured for quite some time that I know that room has been, and the escape room, they've been flying around for the last couple of years. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd be all over it. It'd be
Yeah.
so
Bring it
good.
on.
SNL Comedy Club. I mean, that synergy with Comcast.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
it'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they haven't done it.
So good. Awesome. Well, expanding more on what Seth told us in Little Things, we have some rumors of our own surrounding those attraction announcements. As Seth revealed, Revenge of the Mummy will be going down for a 6-month refurb, closing on January 7th, 2022. Man, that's a long refurb. Yeah, that's a long refurb for one of my favorite rides for sure.
Yeah.
But we are hearing on the grapevine that this refurb will not only include a complete retrack, but also the removal of all the references to Brendan Fraser movies to make it a more generic experience similar to the attractions in Universal Hollywood and Japan.
Again,
So I'm all about the retrack,
Yep.
but I don't know
Yeah.
about removing the Brendan Fraser stuff. That's part of the fun.
I think people will still be shouting for their coffee.
right. So it's funny. I had this conversation with Jade over the weekend when we were talking about it. And she said, oh, I don't mind. Why would they take that out? And I was like, no one really knows what the Mummy movie is anymore, unless you were around at that time. And let's be honest, who knows the storyline for that attraction unless you're a die-hard Universal fan? She didn't. I explained the whole story of that attraction. She's been on it a ton of times. She didn't know it because who sees it all anymore?
Yeah, but that is also our daughter who doesn't pay any attention to anything.
No, but even so,
Yeah, no, Lee makes a point. I mean, the only way to get that story is to still have the other rooms be in a queue for an hour and watch all the videos to lead up to the ride.
if Universal are thinking of trying to keep the Mummy Like they want to keep the attraction, but keep it relevant, which having that attachment to those movies on it doesn't. It dates it very badly. And you look at how up to date the vast majority of Universal Studios Florida is now with Bourne and Fallon and Diagon Alley and stuff like that. It's still fairly recent stuff, and the Mummy movies are old now. And
also, Brendan Fraser doesn't look like that anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like a big robot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be against it.
They should refilm it with him now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. I could understand why they would do it. I think it would definitely lose something, but I wouldn't be that.
But you don't know what they're going to replace.
But I mean, the only real Brendan Fraser part is the cup of coffee at the end, right? Yeah. Aside from the queue.
But I don't
You're
know.
going to see some boycotts there, some change.org petitions coming up.
People are very precious about the nostalgia, aren't they?
Yeah, again, these are only rumours. This is just what I saw nosing around, so who knows?
You know, how many times have we all cried out about something? And then actually when they've done it, it has been an improvement.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, in comparison, if you look at it, if we do it compared to, let's say, Waterworld, right? So Waterworld's an even older movie.
Yep. And they've just
put any Kevin Costner references in there?
The actual show, not Kevin Costner, but the characters, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's the same thing that like we're rumoring right now, right? That they're going to remove anything directly related to like the movies, but it's still going to be the Mummy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's a generic Waterworld, generic Mummy. Yeah. I can see it happening, but not happy about it.
That makes sense because Waterworld is still that popular that they've just put it into Beijing.
And I want to go to that land so bad.
Me too.
I still like the juxtaposition of Waterworld land.
Yeah.
They should have just done it all underwater. That's it.
So does does retrack mean they just take it apart, refurbish it, put it back together like they did the Hulk and it's the exact same ride? Or are they going to change it a little bit so that like those jerky parts aren't as jarring?
No, I would assume they just put a new track just because obviously that track's been there since 2004 and will be rough as hell.
Yeah, you'll get a smoother ride out of it.
Not just that, but a 6-month refurb. I don't think they'd be able to do an entirely new, ride track that's different from what it is now.
Whether they
not entirely new, but just like, are they going to make those moments?
Well, I'm sure the break in the Beetle room is going to get fixed a little bit.
Yes, I would hope so.
Yeah, the breaks in a lot of those rooms are pretty rough, to be fair.
Yes. Well, the Beetle room's the worst, for sure.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Darren will testament to that with his broken rib.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So Seth also told us of the announcement that the longtime Universal Studios Florida attraction Shrek 4D will close for good on January the 22nd, 2022.
Woohoo! Why has it taken so long?
I know.
Oh my God. This thing should have gone 10 years ago.
Yeah. Now, there's been no official announcement from Universal as to its replacement, but Seth told us of a Villains Con walkthrough rumour.
How does that make any sense? Michelle, you and I talked about this the other day. Who wants a walkthrough attraction?
Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody.
Poseidon's Fury isn't even open again, so who wants that?
Well, look, they did the Walking Dead walkthrough attraction over in Hollywood, and that's already done.
That looks nobody cool, wants that, to be fair.
I think it's just like the cheap... Too many eggs in the basket.
See, that makes sense because they're keeping it Minions.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What are you going to say, Chris?
No, that's just like the cheap, get rid of Shrek and have something else there that's not too expensive. That's all I see it as.
Kind of like what they did with Barney.
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a temporary
but the thing is, it's right front and center. It's one of the first things you're going to see entering that park, which is why Despicable Me has such a long wait all the time.
Yeah, and you're taking away an attraction.
Yeah, well, there is a strong rumour that if this is just like a placeholder, then there's strong rumour that we are hearing, and pretend to be surprised people. The replacement will be a clone of the recently opened Universal Hollywood attraction, Secret Life Pets. Secret Likes of Pets, a different thing. The Secret Life of Pets off the leash, which I think would fit really well with it because it's still a kids area.
It's Illumination, isn't it?
It's an absolute stunning ride.
Well, we talked about
so I think this could just be a placeholder that a Villains Con walkthrough while they're still
possibly
planning that because Shrek's rubbish.
Like we talked about Secret Life of Pets when it opened, didn't we? I know,
desperate.
Chris, you said you weren't that bothered because you're not like into that, but I think it looks really good.
It does.
The queue was really. I think it would.
Just looks like a pure entertainment from start to end.
Yeah, it looks really
it's not
good.
bad. It's just I'll take anything over what's there now. So
Yeah.
I'll take a Secret Likes of Pet as well.
Right.
See, I have to leave that in now, don't I?
That'd be quite funny.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense for it to be Secret Life of Pets. You know, you look at how many attractions that they've ported from Universal Hollywood over into the studios at this point, with Transformers, Despicable Me's in there,
Fast and Furious,
Fast and
which they could have kept.
It just
Family.
It just makes sense when the R&D's already done and an attraction that's new and will fit in there. Why not? The only thing that would go against it is obviously going to lose that Horror Nights
HHN house, yeah.
Ooh,
potentially.
yeah.
It depends. Now, they could do it like Transformers, where you enter at the bottom, go up the queue, because I do think you go upstairs in the queue in Hollywood, and the ride be above, like that second level above where the theatre would be, and actually convert that theatre properly into a Horror Nights house.
Or, like Tracy said, this is a placeholder until they're finished with Epic Universe, where Horror Nights will go over there.
Okay.
And then they can finish doing Secret Life of Pets over here, and we have Horror Nights at Epic Universe built for Horror Nights.
Oh my God.
Can we just have Horror Nights
That would be so amazing.
I gave myself chills on that one.
Yeah.
Another couple of rumours that I have been wafting around, and this one's been around for ages, and again, I will believe it when I see it, but I am hearing that Fear Factor Live will permanently close on November 1st this year, which is interesting if this is true, because they've announced Shrek but not announced this, to become that long-time rumour of the expansion to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
But I mean...
And in other news, the sky's blue, you know? So.
Yeah.
But how many years is this now we've been saying?
35.
Quite a while, but I think the thing is, this point, it hasn't reopened since COVID. Is that true? I feel like it is. I don't think
it has not reopened since
not.
COVID. No.
So the only issue is then you're losing a theatre that they use for Horror Nights every year. But then I suppose you've got animal actors if you need to. I don't know. That's the only thing that would go against it. Because that is quite a big theatre and a decent stage.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than Animal Actors.
Yeah, because that one's quite small.
So that's it's a really good point, right? To close that theater out again, you are getting rid of an essential part of Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to open it up to islands as well, because we have that huge theater in Toon Lagoon and plenty of space for other houses over there, so they could do a dual park HHN.
Your biggest problem, that's not going to happen, right? Your biggest problem, like I've said before, that's where Tracy and I saw Bill and Ted for the first time in that amphitheater in Islands of Adventure. Your issue is the first land you're going through to get to that amphitheater is Marvel, and there's no way in hell Disney are going to let them do anything Halloween Horror Nights in that land, and it would lose the theming completely to be in Halloween Horror Nights and walk through just normal Marvel Superhero Island.
Yeah. Plus,
how about
go ahead.
Horror makeup show? They could do a show in there instead. It doesn't have to be a theater size show. They could do a show in there.
Yeah, but you're going to lose that huge Horror Night show. An Academy of Villains or a Fuel Girls has. That's not what it's called, is it? Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, has become such a staple of Halloween Horror Nights now that you're not going to want to lose that, because it is just, it's such a, for even though Marathon of Mayhem's only been at Horror Nights for 2 years, it has become part of Halloween Horror Nights now. And then to take that huge stage show away and do something smaller in horror makeup, I think you're losing a lot.
Well, they wouldn't be able to have any flame effects or anything like that. The ceiling's so low, they wouldn't be able to do so much
compared to it.
Yeah.
I think after Nightmare Fuel, they literally just, they have to do another one next year, right? They have to do something like that. We've had Academy of Villains. Now we have Nightmare Fuel, and people are expecting these kind of shows, right? They're not going to be able to do that stage show that they did in 25 in the middle of the streets, because it can't be supported with the amount of people that are there. No. So I don't know. I don't know if this actually would close or not. It'd be a difficult bet if you were taking
Yeah,
one.
it is.
Yeah,
an
but it's a
interesting
big area to keep open just for
Horror Nights.
HHN.
Yeah, I agree
that
with
happens. 8 weeks out of the entire year.
Make it a Villain Con walkthrough.
But
imagine how much of a people eater a new Harry Potter ride would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not during Horror Nights.
No, it's interesting. Yeah.
Imagine so walk with me through this. So they do a show in horror makeup, like a scarier version of horror makeup,
Which we've talked about for years.
It would be so amazing. And then they use the Barney Theater, which is much more intimate, to do some type of really creepy, intimate show for Halloween Horror Night people. Like, can you imagine having Jack the Clown like up close in a show where he is like right in your face like Barney is? That would be so cool.
That would be cool.
It would be incredible. But you remember how hard it was to get inside of Nightmare Fuel, which was a giant theater.
Yeah.
Now imagine trying to do that in a theater an eighth of its size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple
That's
times.
the only problem. Yeah.
In a bottleneck area that you've already got people going into houses in that area as well. So you're dealing with a couple of house queues and a queue going into a show in there as well.
I would just be so much happier to have a Harry Potter ride over there rather than Fear Factor.
I get you completely,
I
but
agree with you on
the
that.
broomstick ride, if that's what they're talking about, is that ride, that would be so cool.
Yeah, it's just.
I heard it was a Death Eater walkthrough, but that's just the rumor I'm here.
Very cool.
So the final rumor we have heard involves the area opposite of Diagon Alley, and that is Springfield. Now we're hearing that the Simpsons license is very close to lapsing and that this will see the removal of that area of the park. These are just rumors, of course. We don't know anything official, but it is interesting to speculate.
It is, because you think like this whole conversation came out when Disney bought Fox. So like the whole conversation of like, are Disney going to get Marvel back? When they bought Fox, everyone's like, does that mean they own The Simpsons now? And they're like, yes. What does that mean for Universal Studios Florida?
And it doesn't seem to, I mean, I know it's been there a while, but it doesn't seem to have been there that long.
No, but
it's still quite fresh. I'll be honest, I'm very concerned about Duff Brewery.
I just like the area. I like the land.
Do.
But
I love the energy of it.
Like, obviously, I was talking to someone the other day about this, actually. Like, they want to keep Marvel because Marvel will bring people into Islands of Adventure, even though it's not the Marvel that most people know now. It's like, if anyone going to Florida wants to ride Marvel rides, that's where you have to go. So that's bringing people into Islands of Adventure. The Simpsons isn't bringing people into Universal Studios Florida, so it's not like they're going to bust a gut or bend over and take one off Disney to keep that franchise in the parks. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that they go, do you know what? Have it. What they put in there, I have no idea, but I think it could make a great Blue Sky episode.
Villains walkthrough.
It's definitely a large area too. I mean, I would be pretty sad just because I grew up on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I mean, the ride itself is crap, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's all right. I don't mind it.
And I like riding it just for like the nostalgic kind of references I say to Alexa while we walk around the park. But I mean, the screen's terrible, right? Like that technology worked and was super cool when it was Back to the Future. We're in 2021 now.
Yes.
That ride just doesn't do it. The queue is better than the ride. So, you know, it's one of those things that it's probably going to go, but hopefully whatever comes in its place is something as lively as that land is now.
I'm going to end this conversation now. We're going to move on. Right? Rick and Morty, and we're done.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Anatomy Park.
If they put Rick and Morty Land in there, I'd done. It would be amazing.
I don't think they're going to be able to because it would have to be
The Simpsons
age
isn't
appropriate.
The Simpsons isn't exactly.
It's not Rick and Bloody Morty.
No, it's not Rick and Bloody Morty. You're right. But
Jerry.
can you imagine the merch and stuff? Right, just do it. I'm done. Move on.
You just want a plumbus, don't you?
No, I want it.
Well, we definitely need to have a Blue Sky episode about that.
That could be
sounds fun.
Yeah, we haven't done one
So
for a long time, actually.
Yep. So we'll end that conversation there so that we can keep our ideas for a future episode.
Yeah.
So moving on, we have speculated recently about how seasonal events will look after how this year's HHN has panned out. And as Seth mentioned in Little Things, last week Universal released details of Mardi Gras 2022, and they said it will be louder, wilder, and spicier.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
Spicy, yeah.
Okay. Well, next year's event will take place from February the 5th through until April the 24th, 2022.
That is a long time. Does it
of
normally
course
go
it's
that
next
long?
It's getting longer and longer.
It does
for
feel
sure.
like it
You
doesn't
guys are
normally.
killing me here.
It's normally
Why?
what, about
Go on, Chris.
Just nothing.
6
Go
weeks?
ahead.
That's
Just missed it. That's what she said. That's all.
All right.
ah.
Does it nearly go on that long? Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
6 months. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah. So they say, forget about your inhibitions. Forget about who's watching. It's time to let loose at Universal's
Christopher.
Mardi Gras. This ain't no fancy tea party. The beads are back.
Oh,
Stop
really?
it!
Jesus, it gets worse.
Stop it!
Wow.
After the pub I was in this weekend, that's a story I need to tell you off air.
Ali, if you are listening, I do apologise for the 12-year-olds we have on this podcast.
The parade and concerts are back, and every day and night you can enjoy food from New Orleans and dishes inspired by diverse tastes and flavours from around the world. Yummy.
Yeah. A spectacular parade will return, so guests can enjoy a dazzling Mardi Gras parade with authentic floats direct from New Orleans, and this will take place on select nights. Live concerts will return. Awesome.
Better than
And
dead
you
ones.
can catch some of the biggest names in concerts live on the Music Plaza stage. Come back again and again to see all your favorites on select nights. Take your taste buds on a culinary journey all around Universal Studios Florida while you find an assortment of authentic food from New Orleans, dishes inspired by diverse tastes and flavors from around the world, and specialty drinks available for purchase.
So it sounds like, other than the fact that the parade sounds like it's not back every night,
But it does sound like Mardi Gras is back.
pretty much.
Yeah. Mardi Gras will be back, but just like before, the concerts will be on select nights, right?
Yeah, but the parade says on select nights, and the parade has been on every night. Obviously not last year, but then before, and apart from the last night we were there because it was too cold and windy.
That was
The blizzard of Florida.
So yeah, the parade, they're obviously tentatively moving forward with these things. Maybe they'll change it. Maybe they'll see how the holidays go. I know we haven't got there yet, but and then they don't want to fling everything in one go with, especially that Mardi Gras parade, because people lining the street. Wow, yeah, we explained last year. It was last year, wasn't it? We've had this conversation before, hasn't we? It doesn't feel like it was last year, but it was. Seeing that parade from on a parade float, it is like going through the zombie apocalypse.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy watching adults climb over children to get plastic beads.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting sworn at by little kids when you don't throw them as well, Tracy. Eh?
Oh yeah. Oh, he got
But,
the thrown.
Just to kind of play, because I know what you're saying, right? Because how swarmed it's going to be on the streets.
Yes.
But in comparison, and Michelle, I know you can back me up on this, in comparison to what we saw at Nightmare Fuel, like how crowded that was.
Yeah.
I don't think the streets are a problem at all, right?
No.
Actually, you have way more space to disperse. Whereas Nightmare Fuel, you were like wedged in between two families.
Sardines.
And-
My knees were, I'm short, and my knees were in somebody's
I
back.
think the difference is, though, you sat down, whereas that Mardi Gras parade, people are pushing people around and out the way. It's slightly different, to play devil's advocate. But I get what you're saying. What,
Yeah.
Michelle, you're pushing people out the way watching Nightmare Fuel, are you?
Well, no, but I mean, we're throwing our hands up and cheering and screaming because it's awesome, and standing up every now and then when they do something really, really cool and cheering them. So, I mean, I don't know.
I like the idea that, for the Mardi Gras thing, right? Again, if you're being extra cautious, you're outside. It's outdoors.
Yes.
And again, you can place yourself in certain areas, right? It's not, and I've done Mardi Gras for years now, and it's not always, I've never really had the issue of like a stampede running through me.
No, that's true.
Like, they just liked our bus because it was us, We were throwing maximum amount of beats.
Yeah, as fast as we could.
Yeah, too fast.
Yeah. But no, I honestly, it's never been a problem for me or my family or friends that I've gone with in the past. there'll be a couple people, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. Well, and they're filling the indoor theaters too. They're not leaving spaces between seats indoors either.
Right.
So if they can do that, in the Born Stuntacular, then why can't we
the outdoor
stand
makes
outside?
me feel much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It still feels weird to say we were at Mardi Gras last year. It feels bizarre to say it, but it was only
years ago.
Yeah, it was only last year. It's weird.
Yeah. And I'm excited that they are, from the looks of what they said here, bringing back all the different food booths and all that stuff, it's worked out well for them.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to try a bunch of food.
Like, not even being there last year, just watching you guys go, the fact that they spread the booths right throughout the park rather than it just being in that centralized, it's so much better. And it looks like they've done it with Horror Nights this year as well. And it's definitely worked out better for them.
I like the idea of that because there are some people that will go, Mardi Gras is not for me. But because it's spaced out, they might try something from one of the booths and go, well, hang on, we might venture further in.
Yes.
Because they might think, I've got kids, that's not suitable for kids. And it's giving them a taste that might entice them in. And
because
if not, they've had a little taste.
Because you're not going to go into that central area because it's like, I don't want to be there. And then go, there's that, where did you get that from? Oh, just that booth over there. Oh, I'm going to get one of them.
Yeah. So,
yeah, and it just makes it, I've said before, Horror Nights takes over the entire park. Mardi Gras and the holidays, for the most part, doesn't. And by spreading these things out, it feels like it's more park-wide, which I love.
Yeah. Get everybody involved.
Why are all of these festivals only at studios? We get a little bit of Grinchmas, but why is everything at studios?
Because Islands isn't... I don't know.
The layout is what you were going to say, right?
I was going to say because of that lagoon in the middle, but then I'm like, there's one in studios as well.
If you think about it, though...
There isn't a centralized area Islands to be able to do... If you think like New York...
Your walkways are also narrower in Islands. There's
you
more
got more
space.
bottlenecks and adventure.
And how would you do it? It's not set up for a parade either.
That's a very long parade.
Exactly. Like, you've got areas where you can do it. You look at how the Mardi Gras one, it comes out by horror makeup and then down and round and back in. Whereas Islands, it would literally have to start at one part and go right the way around. And it's narrow streets. Can you imagine trying to get it through bloody Hogsmeade?
No.
Well, they could do the parade at studios and do part other stuff at Islands too.
I do agree with you, Michelle. I do wish they'd spread things. They don't even need to do the same thing. Just do, like we've said, I'd love to see them do a family-friendly Halloween event over at Islands of Adventure.
Look, I think it should spill out to City Walk as well.
Give Islands some love.
Yeah, because Islands, and this is what I was going to, actually, you've just reminded me, this is what I was going to say about all those announcements for Shrek closing, the Mummy and this, that and the other. Still the studio's getting all the love. Islands doesn't really get much, and it kills me.
And they could do concerts in that big amphitheater they have there.
Yeah. Over
at Toon Lagoon, just like they do it at studios. But literally everything, Rock the Universe, Christmas, everything is at studios. And when they did have Grinchmas, the show before, the show was inside one of the studios at studios. So even to go over to Grinchmas, you had to then walk back over to studios through one of the back alleyways to get in. So
it's because that's the park, isn't it? It's Universal Studios Florida. That's the park they want to promote. So that's where we put our... I don't know.
And also the sound stages are at Universal.
Yes,
right? That's what it was built for originally.
Yeah.
Interesting talks. Well, moving along, Tracy.
Yes.
You want to give us some PC birthdays?
I will indeed. Just 4 birthday greetings this time. We will start on October the 14th with the lovely Cody Vikecamp's birthday. Happy birthday, Cody!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Feliz cumpleaños.
And the following day, we have birthday twins. This is October the 15th. We have Crystal King's birthday. Happy birthday, Crystal!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Crystal!
And then it is John Tyler's birthday as well. Happy birthday, John!
Feliz cumpleaños.
Happy birthday, John!
Ooh, happy birthday, Mr. Tyler.
Well, I know John will have been disappointed that he didn't get the Feliz cumpleaños. That's why I gave him it.
You can have a...
Ooh,
Everyone has a golden buzzer
now.
Look, he's the guy that keeps our audio sounding as good as it does, so I'm not going to piss him off.
No, not at all.
And then finally, to wind things up, on the 19th of October, we have the lovely Willis Ward's birthday. Happy birthday, Willis!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
And of course, if you want your birthday read out on the show, you can join the Producers Club. You want to get in soon because the merch is being, this year's merch is being, I think it's been ordered at this point. So we've ordered a few extras. So if you want to get in and get one of them, but we have giveaways. We're actually, after this, we're recording our first Producers Club exclusive podcast, which I can't wait for. The Facebook group with there's tons of conversations going on there. It's really lit up this year, actually, the Facebook group.
It's lit.
Yeah,
I used to know everybody, and now I don't. I'm like, oh man, we need another get together soon so I can get to know these people.
It's going really well. So if you want to get in, just email me, because it will be me that answers it, at UUOP Producers, that's a double P, UUOP Producers at gmail.com, and I will send you the info that you need and invite you on in.
Awesome. That's good. We're going to take a quick break to hear from the world's greatest travel agents, and we'll be right back.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank? Taken a ride through New York with Jimmy Fallon, visited the truffler trees in Zeus Landing, or hung out with a real-life Transformer? No? Then what are you waiting for? At Universal Orlando Resort, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than ones and portions, Disney destinations around the globe await your arrival. No matter the adventure, our sponsors have you covered. Be sure to let the experts at Mouse Muggle Travel Company take care of all your travel needs. Earning the distinction of being an earmarked agency specializing in Disney destinations, as well as becoming one of the first to be named a U Preferred agency with Universal Parks and Resorts vacations. Mouse Muggle Travel Company will ensure you receive top-rate customized service. Just visit mousemuggle.com to fill out a non-obligation quote request, or send your request to info@mouseandmuggle.com. Their team can take care of you no matter where in the world you go. With a flick of their wand and a little bit of pixie dust, the process will be so seamless, some might even say it's simply magical.
And we're back. All right. So we're going to jump into a Rate My Crepe from Nick. But before we play the clip, we have some follow-up on the last Rate My Crepe that we played on the show from Jeremy, and the confusion of the song "Ma-na-na-na" da, 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 being played in the background. We received this email from Kathy.
Hello all. I'm writing to tell you that I can confirm that the last person who rated his crepe was indeed in Universal Studios and not off eating snacks at the Mouse House. As soon as I heard that part of your podcast, it jogged my memory to my recent trip. My daughter and I were in the parks 18th to 21st of September, and one of those days we heard "Mana Mana." I remember because I was tickled silly to hear it and started doing a little dance in the street singing it. My daughter started singing it with me and I was surprised she knew it. I remembered it from Sesame Street in my childhood. I must have taught it to my kids. What I was surprised at even more was that my daughter didn't get embarrassed by my little singing dancing outburst. It must have been the magic of our beloved uni. For some reason, I think it was when we were leaving the ET area, which would put us close to the crepes. But I also kind of have flashes of being sort of near Transformers, so around the corner. My daughter says she thinks we were near Transformers. Also, I wanted to mention that the crepe stand only had 2 savoury crepes. What's up with that? It had been 3 savoury and 3 sweet, but this time they only had the brisket and the plant-based one. There was some fruity seasonal one and the 3 dessert types.
Weird.
Wasn't there a chicken? We didn't get one because we'd just eaten at the Today Cafe for breakfast. That place is a real gem.
It is.
The ham, egg and cheddar with roasted tomato puree on a toasted ciabatta was delicious, along with a cup of fresh fruit for $8.99. Don't tell anyone. We don't want uni realising what a great deal that is. I agree. But I highly recommend it for breakfast. Anyway, just wanted to confirm that your crepe rating listener was indeed at uni. Be well all, Kathy.
There we go. See? Cool.
And just to add to that, because she will complain and yell at you, Lee.
No. Just if you're about to say what I think you're going to say, just leave it and let Michelle go.
Okay.
Also, we received a live recording to prove where that music came from.
I'm in Kid Zone, and it's playing Phenomena. That's where it is.
Is that Jillian?
Yes, that's Jillian.
Of course.
That's hilarious.
It was funny how Chris went there.
So that was. So did it actually play the words too? Is it one of the Muppets singing it? Because that's not a Muppet song.
No, it's not a Muppet song.
No.
Apparently predates the Muppets by quite a while.
Right.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. And now over to Nick for his Rate My Crepe.
Hello, this is Nick and Amanda. We are at Cowfish. I know it's a little later, but we just had some Central Park crepes, and we tried the beef brisket and the Oreo crepe. I'm going to give the beef brisket, my words, a 4.5 out of 5. It was delicious. It was really hit the spot on a hot day. And I'm going to give the Oreo one a 3.5. Maybe because I was full from the brisket because it was so good. But it definitely gets to you after a bit. But both were very good and would have again.
I'll give the beef brisket a 5. That was delicious. It was so good. And the Oreo one, 3.5. It was sweet and huge, like for no reason.
But yeah, that's our ratings. Thanks, Lee and the crew. Hope to hear you guys soon.
Yeah, he kind of cut it off at the end, so I just had to fade it out. It was big and sweet for no reason. No, that is the reason.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
Here's a quick fun fact. Phenomena came from a softcore Italian movie.
Oh, okay.
From 1969. So
wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Okie dokie. I trust Chris to know that.
I'm saying nothing.
Awesome.
So if you want to rate your crepe or be submitted into Rate My Crepe, all you got to do is record yourself, preferably in the parks, and let us know what you think the crepe is from 1 to 5, 1 being bleh, and 5 being hell yeah. And send us that clip to podcast@uuopodcast.com, and we will gladly play your clip. Yeah.
All right. 2 weeks ago, the guys talked about the dates for this year's holiday celebrations at Universal Orlando, but had no other details. Well, we now have the full details of this year's event. Universal Orlando Resort's epic holiday traditions and characters are back, bigger and louder than ever before for 51 days and nights of one-of-a-kind festive experience during this year's holiday celebration beginning November 13th through January 2nd.
A week earlier than normal, as we know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's okay. We'll take it. Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Florida and Universal's Islands of Adventure. Now, the streets of Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, and London will become beautifully adorned with themed decorations, garlands, and lights as the sounds of special holiday-themed performances fill the air. Guests can sip on a hot butterbeer while they listen to Christmas carols from the Frog Choir, comprised of Hogwarts students and their giant croaking frogs, as well as the unique holiday hits of one of the Wizarding World's most popular singing sensations, Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees. Guests can cap off their evening in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade at Universal Islands of Adventure, to enjoy the magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle, which is a spectacular transformation of Hogwarts Castle with a stunning projection of holiday spirit and Christmas moments inspired by the beloved Harry Potter films.
Hot butterbeer is there all the time now, so it's not such a big deal that they've got it during Christmas.
It is, but it just feels more special at Christmas time.
Wow. It's like you complain that it wasn't there when you're not there. Now that it's there,
I didn't
you're complaining.
No, I
I see what you deal with, Tracy. I see it now.
Thank you. His face. Now, Grinchmas at Universal's Islands of Adventure is also there. You can see the Maven of Mischief himself during Grinchmas. Guests can enjoy the Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular, a hilarious live retelling of Dr. Seuss's holiday classic How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is awesome. Starring the Grinch himself with special appearances by the Merry Who's from Whoville.
And let's just jump in, because I meant to mention this earlier when Seth was talking about it. Interesting that it looks like this year they're going to be putting it in the Sharp Aquas Theatre where Blue Man Group used to be.
Yes, that's
strange.
awesome.
That's kind of cool, to be honest with you.
I don't know, because I kind of like, because I know we've never been, but didn't you normally get to it through Zeus Landing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes you out of that a little bit, I think. Now doing it
No,
that
not
way.
too much, because you have to go through Seuss Landing, but then you go to this side corridor and you're just in back studios.
Okay.
So that takes away from it before you even get to the show.
Nice.
Okay. The celebration continues in Zeus Landing, which is completely transformed into a holiday wonderland filled with Yuletide decor, including oversized candy canes, Christmas trees, wreaths, and beautiful tinsel ornamenting the land. It sounds idyllic. And guests can keep an eye out for the Resident Who spreading holiday joy as they prepare for their favourite holiday.
See, that's the bit I'm most looking forward
Just
to.
that.
I love
Yeah.
character interaction when it's just random throughout the day of people just like who's just going about their Christmas. I mean, some of the interactions we've seen on people's vlogs and Instagrams
Yeah.
and stuff is
They're the
awesome.
best.
They are the
good.
best.
Yeah.
Especially if you wear like a fun shirt.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah.
And let's hope they're down to normal people size this year, not
Yeah.
up on the stilts.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think they will be. I think we've seen enough that nothing's happened. Horror Nights has been going on for what, 5 weeks at this point. We've had no.
Yeah, but they have a lot of stilted character scare actors.
But there's also a lot that
Are there
aren't.
stilted Who's?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember that.
they were all on stilts last year.
Huh.
Which makes no sense because they're small.
Yep.
Oh, you're just trying to
Maybe they
keep them
shrunk
up.
you down, and that's what it.
Cool.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
they're just bigger.
We're not in Toy Story Land. It's the wrong park.
Yep. If they put that show in the Blue Man Group Theater, can you imagine if they decorate the whole outside like
Yeah, that
Dr.
would be
Seuss, like
cool.
Whoville? Oh my God. And decorate it to Christmas? That'd be
Yeah.
so incredible.
Yes.
I love it. Awesome. All right. And Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's at Universal Studios Florida will return. Guests can experience the excitement as more than 30 larger-than-life balloons take the streets of Universal Studios Florida, along with appearances by the Minions from Illumination's Despicable Me and other fan-favorite characters from DreamWorks Animation's Shrek and Madagascar. This parade also features beautifully decorated floats and hundreds of festive performers that fill the streets with holiday cheer. And guests won't want to miss the spectacular finale led by the one and only Santa Claus as he passes by and lights the breathtaking 80-foot Christmas tree that has become a holiday icon at Universal Studios Florida.
And I know
I'm excited this is coming back for sure.
I know they've been not advertisers or whether that's the word, but looking for balloon handlers again. So as far as I'm aware, there's still, I don't know whether guests, I don't know whether they were guests or whether actual performers for it, but yeah. I can't wait to see it. There's only two parades worth seeing at Universal, are the Mardi Gras one and this. Like a proper parade, the Superstar parade's very kiddie friendly, but these are like two proper theme park parades.
And they're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see my boy Earl the Squirrel.
And in addition to these spectacular experiences, there are even more holiday festivities in store around every corner, including delicious food and beverage options and themed merchandise perfect for gifting that will have guests feeling the holiday spirit throughout their visit. And the merriment continues at Universal Orlando's hotels, where guests will be surrounded by incredible seasonal decor and enjoy holiday activities, not festivities, like festive meals, strolling carols, awesome holiday crafts, and more. Additional details about these holiday offerings will be revealed soon. And you know
That's
what?
cool.
Because we're over for the weekender, we're going to stay at 3 hotels, which means we get to experience 3 different holiday things at 3 different hotels. That is awesome.
If we're not working our asses off.
Well, Lee, speaking of, what is this weekender you speak of?
It's our... It's supposed to be a bi-yearly get-together, but it wasn't.
Thanks, COVID.
Oh, no, it is. No, it was. It was supposed to be this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was 2019 that we did it. So
2020 doesn't count, so it's still bi-yearly.
Yeah, it was supposed to be next month. It's funny because someone asked me today, oh, what are you doing with your time? Off in a couple of weeks. And I'm like...
Wait, hang on. That means Christmas is a month after next.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
No, who cares?
Oh, no. I'm usually half
Hold the
done by
press.
now.
Tracy's not ready for
No.
Christmas.
But anyway, yes.
Stop time, everybody. Stop it.
We were going to plug the weekender, but we had a brief conversation beforehand, and the dates may change, but if they do, it'll be a week earlier. It'll either be the first weekend. I know Chris was going to do this, but it'll either be the first weekend of the holidays, or I think we've got it planned for...
Oh my God, spit it out, man.
The second weekend of the holidays at
Chris
this
is moving
point.
faster.
Well,
Early November,
right now,
guys.
right now, it was planned for the weekend before Thanksgiving, which is for sure going to be the start of the holidays. However, now this year it's starting a little bit earlier, so we don't
may
know
pull it
exactly.
forward. Yeah.
Anyway,
We've got to get a few ducks in a row first.
Well, we need to book our flights in as though we've had to cancel them and rebook them. So I think, to be fair, a lot of people kind of not complained, but kind of said the weekend before Thanksgiving wouldn't be great. So potentially it could be worth pulling it forward a week.
Yeah, possibly. We don't know. So
this is just to give a light warning to everybody.
Yes, because it is nearly a year away, and I know people want to get booked, but we will be having, we talked about it before we started recording, that we will have a meeting soon, and we'll make a definite sort of plan as to
just let me get through October, guys, and then
because bless her, Michelle's going to Halloween Horror Nights 6,000 more times in the next 3 weeks.
Oh my God,
Lee feels very bad for you right now.
I do. I feel my heart bleeds for her.
I'm not looking for sympathy, I swear. But
you're not getting it, so it's good.
She's gonna be like sobbing at the Royal Pacific or at Portofino or at Harbor, you know.
I'm staying at Pop Century and I'm staying at Sapphire.
Okay,
you poor person.
Okay.
She's doing an RIP tour though.
Yes, I am.
That's awesome.
No, but seriously, over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be home. Maybe a total of like 5 days. So let me breathe after October, and then we'll get into the weekender. I promise.
Cool.
Woohoo!
I'm excited. It's less than a year.
I'm very excited. That was such an amazing weekend.
Yes. And like I was saying before, we have so many new people in the Producers Club. Like, we got to get to know these people.
Well, look.
We will have the time since it's not Horror Nights, right?
This last week has all been my Facebook. I said to Michelle yesterday when I was talking that this whole week has been 2 years ago, you were doing this. You were with all these people. And I'm like, all right.
Bit too much. Yes. Facebook has a way of reminding you how good things were.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be awesome. Yeah. So stay tuned for more details, guys. Mm-hmm. But until then, I think this will wrap up the show. We are still, however, looking for you to submit your backstories for our new HHN icons, which is Michelle, yours truly, is the agent. Tracy is the author. Chris is the bartender, and Lee is the host. So come up with a cool backstory for each of these characters and send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com.
We actually just got one in the last few days. I haven't read it actually yet. Ooh. So we've got about 3 or 4 at this point, I think.
Yeah, send them in, guys. I'm excited to hear them.
Got one.
Yep. Yes, I think so.
And also remember to send in your HHN 30 house list, 1 to 10, best to worst. That email again is podcast@uuopodcast.com. And now we'll wrap up the show with the Universal Is. And this one comes from Brian Turner. All you have to do if you want to be involved is drop us an email to podcast@uuopodcast.com. What you think Universal is in 3 words or less. And Brian says, Universal is home. Catch you next time, guys.
Guess that wraps things up for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. You guys did all right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Listen and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere podcasts are found. You can find our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your spews, which Lou gets your poo recordings, questions, or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, and our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company. So, until next time, don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.